I'm Fred Davidson. I'm the President and Chief Executive Officer of Energold Drilling Corp., a environmentally sensitive, structured drilling group. We drill virtually every mineral around, and that allows us to sort of broaden our base and our exposure.
Davidson says they drill in virtually every continent of the world, but most notably in Mexico, Central America, South America, Asia, and Europe. And as of late, Africa, where their environmental and socially sensitive approach is highly sought after.
Energold Drilling is a company that was set up to exploit the new technology of modular rigs, drill rigs, which can be torn down, brought into a site, reassembled very quickly. The advantage of taking a drill rig in terms of the environment, to take a drill rig, be able to disassemble it, move it in on traditional trails, or move it in on a helicopter or a fixed wing, dugout canoes actually, and local campesinos with their mules. We can use, without impacting the environment, we can get our rigs into a site. We can set up and test that site. The total exposure would be no more than 4 meters by 4 meters. It only takes us 45 minutes to put the rig together.
And upon leaving, their environmental footprint is virtually non-existent. They also pay locals to recontour the site.
We like to think it's difficult for people to find where we've actually drilled. Exploration is 99% failure and 1% success. So to go into a location, in 100 locations, desecrate it before you found anything is just abhorrent to us. Our attitude is, before you do any damage, let's make sure there's a reason for being there. And that's the whole sort of wherewithal, where we come from.
In addition to their environmentally aware practices, Energold also makes it a practice to employ as many locals as possible, as this creates a mutually beneficial relationship.
We employ about 20 to 25 people, bringing the rig in, supplying it, servicing it, which means they get to participate in the whole program. They get to see what we do, they get paid for that, and at the same time, they really become part of the program. They understand what we're doing, how we are trying to mitigate the impact environmentally. They understand our safety programs, they understand the environmental concerns, and at the same time they understand that they're participating in this whole project. So it's a trickle down, and we like to push it down as quickly as possible. It reduces conflict with the locals, and at the same time, we just plain feel good about it.
Energold's approach to safety has been preemptive. Their rigs have been designed to be extremely compact. Injuries such as back injuries, which are common to this line of work, are almost non-existent.
Our rig in total weight is probably about 1.5 tons against a conventional rig, which would be 6 or 10 tons. Our rigs don't have masts that you have to climb up and deal with. There's very few moving parts. They're all hydraulic. The end result is the exposure to injury is limited.
This simplified design also cuts down on the time needed to train employees.
We have 4 valves to operate, a couple of gauges, and one of those valves is actually an on-off switch, so it's down to 3. We can train a local driller to be accomplished in about 6 months. He's still under supervision, but he's quite capable of doing 95% all of the work on that rig. That gives a distinct advantage in that, A, we can get drillers faster, we can train them faster.
In addition to this training, employees are taught safety procedures and are outfitted with appropriate gear.
All of the people working on our projects are fully equipped by us with personal safety gear. So when they come onto the site, many of these people don't even have shoes. By the time they leave us, they've got safety boots, they've got a helmet, they've got goggles, they've got hearing protection, and they generally got clothing that is safety clothing. So there's an additional fallout. They get to participate in what we regard as safety procedures. We have a team now that goes around and gives first aid courses to the people on site.
Energold's ability to go into remote, environmentally sensitive situations and work with local communities has given the marketplace a drilling option that seems to be paying off.
We've been able to demonstrate very good returns, very good growth, and we're now of the size that the institutionals can start buying us, and we're seeing their participation regularly now.